I know it's early.
Honey, we're sure Tim's gonna be just fine.
We didn't plan on Tim spending the night out, so naturally we're a little worried about him.
Tim spent the night out?
Yeah, probably at a friend's house.
Yeah, we just don't know which one.
Oyster?
No, I already talked to him.
Daddy, did Tim run away from home?
We don't think so.
He's just probably cooling off someplace.
Well, we don't know where that someplace is, so we're gonna organize some friends and we're gonna look for him.
Sweetheart, there's nothing to worry about here. Tim's gonna be home before you know it.
Haley and Mateo are going to cover the warehouse district.
Yeah, let me look at the map.
I'm going to give Myrtle a call and see if she can keep an eye out for Tim at the mall.
Hang on.
Hey, Trevor, I need to talk to you and Janet.
Yeah. Brooke, could you hold off the calls for a minute?
Sure. Derek, hi.
Hey, Brooke, how you doing?
Amanda, how would you like to show Brooke the dress that we brought you for Thanksgiving?
Oh, I would love to see it. Is it upstairs?
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Do you want me to model it for you?
Absolutely. Listen, maybe you'll get dressed when you're up there, huh?
Yeah, good idea, good
Okay.
idea. So what do you got there?
So far, nothing. There have been no sightings, no leads. I mean, we're stumped.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Derek.
I'll put on a pot of coffee.
Look, why don't you hold off on that, Janet? I'm gonna need to talk to both of you.
Derek, you're not thinking foul play.
You checked the airport, the train station,
What
the
are
bus
you
station?
saying, Derek?
Look, let's go through this from the beginning. There's been some tension between you and Tim and Janet. And Tim feels like he's up against it.
But that's his slant, not mine.
Not mine either.
Yeah, but things have been rough around here for the last few days.
There's been some problems, yeah.
Which landed Tim in jail for a sleepover.
He broke the law, Derek.
Yeah, but lots of parents would do anything to keep their kids away from that jail experience.
Yeah, but I'm
Scott.
not lots of parents, and he was asking to get punished.
Look, I'm not saying what you should or what you shouldn't.
Well, what are you saying?
Just that there's been a lot of nerves rubbing on nerves. Tim and you have had a hard time. Things have been scratchy between Janet and Tim. I mean, let's get real here. You're probably the last person Tim expected Trevor to get hooked up with, given your history and everything.
What are you implying?
Not implying anything. I'm trying to think like Tim, trying to get inside his head so maybe we can find him.
I'm just feeling a little on edge, I guess.
It's understandable.
I feel responsible. Tim was very upset that I was getting closer to this family, and I tried to explain things to him to get him to understand. Maybe I should have just backed off.
You're not the one that's responsible. You're not the one that put him in jail. You're not the one that's going to send him away to boarding school.
Trevor, you were doing what you thought you needed to do.
Well, obviously, tough love ain't the answer. Winning him over ain't the answer. And copping to a bunch of guilt trips isn't going to solve anything, especially for Tim. Yeah, what is it, sweetheart?
Harold's not here.
Did you see Harold when you came in last night?
No, but I wasn't looking for him. I figured he was in the backyard.
Harold goes everywhere Tim goes.
So if Tim took Harold with him...
Maybe he ain't coming back.
Wait, and we stare at the phone, and we wait for it to ring. It's not going to ring.
I see.
Got it. But I have a great idea. Why don't we go over to my house? We'll make some pumpkin pies for Tim when he comes home.
Hey, good for you. That's
I'll get my
terrific. You know how
coat.
Tim loves a good pie, huh? Boy, I got a hunch this year's gonna be a doozy. Come here, sweetheart.
I think so. Darling, everything's gonna be all right.
Here's your coat.
Okay, sweetie, here you go. And, we'll just see you a little bit later over at Wildwind.
Say hi to Jamie.
Okay? Good luck.
Just needed time to get used to us being together. Should have taken it slow, like you said, but I had to do it my way. Boy, look what happened, huh? What if I never get a chance to make it right with him? What if that's the last thing I remember? Sending him to jail.
Trevor, you cannot think like that. We will find him. We'll straighten everything out.
How? He hates our guts.
We'll find a way. We will.
Got a card on the street? Where is he? How come nobody's called?
Trevor, you can't keep running to the window every time you hear
He
something.
could be halfway to Sri Lanka right now. What if he's hurt?
We're gonna find him. It's gonna be all right. You've got to believe that. It's getting late. We're gonna be expected at Wildwood.
Oh, I'm not going over there today.
No, I
way.
know that. Of course not, but I should call and at least let them know.
Yeah.
Trev, it's Matt.
Hey, what's up? What do you got?
Listen, yeah, we found him. He was locked in some abandoned meat locker. Look, I'll tell you everything when I see you. The paramedics will take him to Pine Valley Hospital, and Haley and I are going to follow in the car.
Mateo, is he hurt?
No. He's awake and alert, and the paramedics think it's hypothermia, and he hurt his ankle.
Okay, I'm out the door. Thanks.
They found him? He's gonna be
Haley and
okay?
Mateo found him. He's on the way to the hospital. He's going to be okay. Yeah. He's strong. Get your coat.
No, maybe I better not go with you. I mean, I'm probably the last person Tim wants to see, and I don't want to upset him, so you go on your own.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Go over to Wildwood, okay?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I really don't feel like
Tell
putting on
Brooke
my
and
party
Amanda
face.
what's going on and make sure Amanda doesn't start freaking out. I'll call you as soon as I get to the hospital and I find out what's going on, okay?
Okay, go ahead. I just got to get my coat. Trevor,
Get what?
I really hope Tim's okay.
Oh, yeah, me too. How do you get locked in a meat locker? Thanksgiving, huh? Where is he? They said he was in here.
He's fine. He's okay. They took him down to X-ray. They wanted to make sure he didn't have a broken ankle.
This meat locker, where was that?
Old Warehouse District.
We found Harold outside barking like mad.
What was he doing? Where's Harold now?
He's in the car. He's fine.
Good.
We cracked the window. Listen, did you guys have a fight or something?
Tim's been POA about me and Janet, for a while. Finally came to a head. We had a little one-on-one, and he took off, which is what he usually does lately.
Yeah, I figured it was something like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm glad he's okay, though.
Yeah, me too. You guys got to go to Wildwood, right?
Yeah, we're okay. All right. How are you?
I'm fine. Go celebrate.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Really. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. Eat a turkey leg for me, okay?
All right, man. Call us if you need anything, all right?
Yeah, gobble, gobble.
Our track shoes.
Well, then, thank goodness for Aunt Rosa.
Rosa's not an ant. Ants are ladies.
Okay, come here, Squirt. Let me explain something to you.
Explain
Tell me
it to.
too.
Okay, come here.
I guess since you're here, I would assume that Tim has been found?
He's in the hospital. Trevor's with him, but his injuries aren't life-threatening.
Thank heaven for that. How is Trevor?
He's okay. He's pretty badly shaken. He wanted me to be here for Amanda's sake.
You know what? I'm glad that things are working out for the two of you.
Thanks. So how's Jim? Is he coming today?
No. It's sort of a family day. He's made some other plans. As we speak. That meant...
All set. Let's go eat.
You want to drive or should I?
No, he hasn't. But he will soon.
I sure hope so. Everybody else's family's together.
Well,
Nothing's broken. We're
Good.
fixing him up with an ace bandage, a blue shoe for support. He's got a pretty nasty ankle.
great. What about the hypothermia?
It's mild. There's nothing wrong. His body's going to start warming up. The effects will lessen. We'll keep rehydrating him, though.
Yeah, he's stable. He'll be down shortly, but we do want to keep him overnight for observation, if that's all right.
Oh, yeah. Do what you got to do. And thank you.
No,
guys.
no problem.
Sure.
He's going to be fine, so not to
Oh,
worry.
good. Boy, it must be tough having ER duty tonight.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I bet you folks have a great dinner waiting for you, don't
No,
they?
I've been on call all day. After I change, I'm heading right home. Looks like you're off too, Doctor. Evening shift is here.
Well, there you go. Vamos. Get going. Take it off. Have a good time.
Invitation still stands. Dinner, Chez Martin, huh?
I wouldn't miss that for the world.
Well,
I'm glad you called. I was starting to get worried.
Sorry, I spaced. They put an ace bandage on him. He's got a sprained ankle. He's going to be okay, though. They're gonna keep him overnight for observation.
Well, Haley and Mateo offered to pack up some food. I could bring you guys some Thanksgiving dinner, and we could still have it together.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Really nice.
I'm on my way.
Tim, you had us worried. So, how'd you get yourself locked in an abandoned meat locker?
I didn't do it. Janet did.
Any word on Tim?
He's gonna be okay.
Thank God. So what happened? Fill me in on the details.
You're saying Janet locked you in a meat locker. What kind of bull is that, Tim?
I knew it. I knew it. You don't believe me, do you?
You better not be making this stuff up.
Look, you don't believe anything I say anymore, do you?
We haven't exactly been Mr. Credibility lately.
Fine. Go ahead and shove me off and send me to military school. And while you're at it, why don't you disown me? Because you hate me so much.
I don't hate you. I don't hate you, Tim. For crying out loud, you're my son. I just want to get to the bottom of this. I want the truth. The facts. Okay? Okay, let's start over again now. How'd you get yourself locked in that meat locker?
Okay, I mean, he's got mild hypothermia, sprained ankle.
And other than that?
Well,
They're still doing some more tests.
yeah, they want to keep him here overnight.
Why?
Well, it's strictly routine, just for observation.
I see. Trevor said that you found him in a warehouse or in a locker or something.
Actually, Harold found him. She heard him barking, so...
That dog's amazing. So how did he get in there?
Actually, we should call Stacy and tell her she's going after him.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, if you brought him in, he must have told you what happened.
Well, he has hypothermia. And you know, you mumble, and I couldn't understand anything.
Oh.
Uncle Trevor said that things have been really tense at home lately.
Well, that's an understatement. Tim took my car and went joyriding in it. Ended up spending the night in jail.
That's a little harsh, don't you think?
Trevor wanted to teach him a lesson. Tim is full of so much rage these days. It's like it's genetic or something. And I am his aunt. I can't help worrying about Tim. And Trevor, too. He's tried so hard to keep this family together.
Listen, everything's gonna be okay. Trevor's a great father.
Why? Why should I bother to tell you? You're not gonna believe me.
Try me.
Okay. Remember when you went upstairs to go put the laundry away? And you told me to take a shower?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was still pretty bent out of shape about having to spend a night in jail and all. So I went to blow off some steam. I went outside to shoot some hoops. And then, you know who shows up. And started fighting with me.
About what?
About me. Me being a bad seed. And how she couldn't wait till I was off at military school.
Oh, come on, Tim.
I couldn't take it anymore. I had to get out of there. I had to go think by myself.
So you just happened to pick this old meat locker in some abandoned building?
I didn't pick it. I just ended up there, okay? I didn't know she was following me. I heard some noises from behind me. I turned around, and there she is. She's standing there.
Whoa. Wait, you're saying that she followed you all across town, down to the docks, down to some abandoned building to this meat locker, and you didn't even notice her?
I didn't think some loon was following me. I wasn't looking over my shoulder the entire time.
Then what happened?
After that, she tried to act, all apologetic and asking me to forgive her for getting in my face all the time. Well, I wasn't going to buy it. I was still pretty ticked off. That was it. That's when she lost it. She started screaming and yelling at me, telling me that I'm making her life hell and putting her through misery. And then...
Then what? Don't stop now, pal. You're gonna drop the dime on her. You drop it on her good.
And then... she pushed me. She pushed me really hard. Look, she knocked the wind out of me. I tried to get up, but I couldn't. Next thing I know, I started screaming and yelling, and she split already. So I stopped yelling. I knew it. I knew it. You don't believe me, do you? Jeez, as far as you're concerned, the woman could do no wrong.
Quiet! Tim, I'm not only your father, I happen to be a good detective.
Ex-detective.
Your story is full of holes.
Figures. I mean, I spent the night in a filthy pit with rats crawling all over me. And a busted ankle.
Tim, why would Janet go all the way down to the docks, to this warehouse, to this meat locker, to apologize to you? Why would she do that?
Because of Amanda. Because she doesn't want to keep coming over to the house with all the fighting that's going on.
Well, that just shows that she cares.
Yeah, right.
All right, fine. Let's just say I buy what you're giving me, Janet. Huh? Why wouldn't you accept her apology?
Because it wasn't real. Because she didn't mean it. So you think she's changed, but she's still the whack job that she always was. That's the reason she pushed me in the locker, and that's the reason she pushed my mom down that well.
Here you go.
Thanks. Well, it's certainly no secret that Tim's been having a very difficult time with my spending time at the Dillon house. He's having a rough time handling it.
Yeah, I know. I remember when I was that age. Every little change you take personally. Always freaking out over nothing.
I remember.
What a pain in the butt I was.
You know what? Maybe you can help me. I've tried everything I can think of to deal with Tim. I've tried being his friend. I've tried getting in his face. And when he's copped an attitude with me, I've told him he's been a spoiled brat. But nothing seems to work.
Oh, there's Trevor.
Hey, how's Tim? Did the blood work come back yet?
No. No, he's still in the mend. He's a little shaken, though.
Trevor, you seem a little shaken yourself. You were in there a long time. Did Tim tell you any more about what happened?
Let's just say that Tim's not exactly a happy camper right now.
Was he in pain?
No, they gave him something for it, but they'll want to keep him overnight, for a little observation.
Just as a precaution, right?
Yeah.
It sounded like you were arguing in there.
No, we were just having a little discussion.
About what? About me? Trevor, after all we've been through, why don't you just tell me what's going on? Oh, darn. Hello? Yeah. Hold on a minute. It's Erica.
From prison.
I better take it. I'll just be a minute.
The Artful Dodger.
Say what?
Oh, I was just wondering why it is you were having problems telling Janet what it was you were discussing with Tim.
Did Tim say anything to you guys?
You mean about how he wound up in the meat locker?
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about that. He said that, well, he mumbled that it was Janet's fault.
This really isn't a good time.
So what did Erica say?
It's not important. What's important is Tim. And I can't shake this feeling that there's something going on that you're not telling me.
Don't worry about it.
I am worried about it. If I'm in any way responsible, I want to know.
Hey, everybody. So how's Tim?
He's fine, but you'd have to come over here. You could have called.
Well, actually, it's police business.
What?
Well, Tim was missing overnight, and he's still a minor, so reports have to be filed.
Come on, you don't think there's foul play involved, do you?
Well, I can't rule it out till I talk to Tim.
Derek, couldn't you wait till tomorrow? The kid needs some sleep, okay?
Trevor, I won't stay long. Just a few questions.
Mr. Dillon,
Yeah.
since your son will be spending the night, I need you to fill out
Can this wait?
form.
I'm talking to my friends right now.
You want me to do it?
It has to be a family member.
Well, I understand.
No, you know what, Jen? Maybe it would be a good idea if you went home, got some rest. I need to talk to you before you leave, okay?
Yeah.
Take care of that.
So, look, what cubicle is Tim in?
That one.
Thanks.
Listen, Trevor's right. Go home. It's late. Mateo and I'll stay here with Timmy.
No, I'm not going anywhere till I find out what's going on. Derek questioned me when Tim first disappeared. Because there's been so much stress between the two of us. I'm just thinking maybe there's something I could do to help. I'd like to try. Maybe I'm the reason he ran away.
Well, maybe you should just, do what Trevor said and let him take it from here.
But if I'm in any way responsible...
Calm down, Tim.
She'll try and kill me.
I would never hurt you.
Make her leave,
Look,
now.
Nobody's gonna hurt you, Tim.
I was worried about
Oh,
you.
you're worried. Worried I'd rat you out.
What's wrong with him?
Stay away from me.
Stay away from me.
Derek, don't leave me, please.
Tim, calm
She's
down.
still
Calm
after
down.
me. That's why she's still hanging around the hospital.
After you? What are you talking about?
Why don't you go outside, Janet?
What happened to you inside that meat locker?
Get away from me.
Maybe we should call Jake.
I don't need a doctor.
Did someone do something to you? Something you're not saying?
Janet, please.
I'm just trying to help.
You know what you did.
Look, Tim says that you argued at the warehouse and then you shut him up in the meat locker.
What? I had no idea you hurt this bad.
It's all your fault.
Hey, but don't do this.
You hate me.
Just because I'm seeing your father?
Hey. This is neither the time nor the place for this.
Dad, get her out of here.
I had no idea he'd go this far.
Not me, you.
Easy, Tim.
It's not good for you to get worked up.
Look, she's acting like she cares. She doesn't care. She's the one who did this to me.
I do care about you.
You should have seen her in the warehouse. She was going crazy. She was telling me how much she hated me, just like she hated my mom. Now I'm the one in the way.
Relax, Tim.
She's just playing innocent so she can get another shot at me.
I would never lay a hand on him.
Both of you. Back off.
She wants me dead.
All I've ever wanted is for you to be happy, to accept me.
Look, Janet, why don't we take this outside?
I want a guard.
You don't need a guard, Tim.
I just want your side of the story, okay?
But she's gonna lie to you.
I can't believe this has come to this. I hope you feel better.
Derek.
Yeah, come on, Janet. Come on. It's okay.
Tim. Hey. It's not good for you to blow like this. Take it easy.
Now I know exactly how Mom felt. I felt trapped. I didn't think I was ever gonna get out of there.
Tim, nobody's taking you away from me.
The only
Got
thing
that?
I could think about was you and Amanda.
Tim. It's over. It's over. Just take a powder. Take a few deep breaths.
It's not over. Not as long as she's still around.
How far are you gonna go with this malark? How long's it gonna be, huh? Till you put Janet back in the pound?
Janet's tried to kill me. I would not make something up like that.
Tim, That could put Janet back in the slam.
It's not my fault.
It's your word against hers.
She said you'd believe her over me any day.
Not true.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Tim, nothing's that cut and dried.
Look, you and I both know what the score is. Janet everything and me zip. So why don't I just go off to military school and you and Amanda will be a lot happier.
We decide that, Tim. You and me, not Janet.
Okay. But whatever the decision may be, you have to know that Janet is the one that put me inside that locker, just like she threw my mom down a well.
Tim, you're tired. I want you to get some sleep. They're probably going to keep you in here overnight.
Well, can't I come home?
Not until the medics give you it's all clear.
When's that going to be?
Probably tomorrow morning. You get some sleep. And I want you to think about things. You go ahead with this. A lot of stuff comes down on a lot of people.
Amanda?
Yeah. And remember, you're my son. I love you. Nothing cracks that. Nothing's gonna break it. You and me are forever. Get some sleep. How does he check out?
He's good. He's good. His numbers are all up, and no sign of frostbite.
What about his ankle?
As long as we keep it stabilized, everything should be okay.
So you can get him out of here tomorrow. That'll be no problem?
Yeah, I don't see any problem with that.
Good. You seen Janet?
Yeah, she left with Derek a little while ago.
Left where?
I think he took her down the station for questioning.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oop, look at me. All right. So, Janet, if you want an attorney,
No, I don't need an attorney.
You know I have to follow up because of Tim's accusations.
Okay?
You sure you're okay?
I've got nothing to hide.
All right. So, Tim's been pressing your buttons.
I'm not angry with Tim.
Hell, I would be.
I just can't believe that he would go this far to get back at me.
For what?
For getting close to his dad. For trying to become a member of the family. Tim wants to turn back the clock to before Janet.
Before you were in the picture.
Right, if he accepts me, it violates his mother's memory. I'm Tim's worst nightmare.
And Tim's stressed enough to pull a stunt like this?
Come on, Derek. He stole my car. He left his little sister without any kind of supervision.
So, what were you doing yesterday afternoon?
You mean, what's my alibi?
No. I mean, where did you go after Trevor's?
I went for a walk. After Tim blew up at me on the porch, I needed to cool off.
Well, you played it pretty even.
Yeah, maybe on the outside, but in the inside, I was upset. I needed to do something.
Where'd you go?
I just walked around town. I mean, what difference does it make?
Look, Janet, I'm just trying to put everybody in place here, okay? Look, here, sit down. Sit down.
Right.
Yeah. Take it
I know the drill.
Okay.
I may have been upset. I wasn't upset enough to hurt Tim. I did not do anything to him. I did not throw him in that meat locker.
Okay. All right, did you see Tim again after you left Trevor's?
Not until I saw him at the hospital.
Where'd you end up on this walk?
Last place I ever expected. Natalie's gravesite.
Why there?
Because Tim is her son. It's her family. I messed up bad. I cleaned up around the gravesite.
Then you left?
No. I talked to her. I didn't lose it. I'm not chatting up the ghosts. I just expressed my feelings to her. I thought maybe she could help, that she could help me fix things.
Did it help?
In fact, it did. I felt a lot calmer afterwards. Hopeful, even.
Well, did anybody see you there?
I don't know.
You know, a gardener, caretaker, another visitor, anybody?
I have no idea. I was preoccupied.
Okay. All right, all right. Well, where'd you go after that?
I went back to Trevor's.
Did you stop off anywhere else?
No.
You know, for coffee. Anything with a receipt, Janet.
No. I don't need receipts.
Hey. Nobody's accusing you.
Then why am I here?
Janet, you committed a similar crime in the past. I mean, like it or not, you're a suspect. Steps, Janet. How long before you got to the cemetery?
I don't know. I didn't look at a clock. Derek, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of holding my sister captive in a well and of killing Will Cortlandt. But I didn't do this.
Hey, nobody's arguing that point.
You think I stashed him because I did something similar before, but I didn't. I've had therapy. I've done everything I can to prove to this town that Janet Green is not a threat to society. Is this all going to be ruined because of one angry, confused teenager?
Look, I'm not taking anything Tim says on face value.
Right. Then why am I here? I mean, how stupid do you think I am? You think I would have a fight with Tim in front of a cop, and then I'd tail him and I'd stash him in some meat locker just so I could date his dad? You know, if I committed this crime, you'd be scratching your head looking for clues.
Thanks.
I'd have receipts. I would make sure that a lot of people saw me, and I would have a perfect excuse why I couldn't be the person who tried to harm Tim Dillon.
Janet, I can't ignore Tim's charges.
Because I have a record.
No, this is a little bit different.
Mean Janet Green strikes again. I did not harm my nephew. He is my sister Natalie's son. And I love him. That's right. I love him. Now, how can I make you and the rest of this town believe me?
No problem. Look, I gotta call in on a stakeout. I'll be right back.
Would you try talking some sense into your friend? Tell him I'm not crazy. Tell him I did not try to hurt Tim. Tell him the kid's lying. You don't believe him, do you? You really think I tried to kill your son?